we do here is go back.
Hello, Brandon. Chris Hansen here. You've been a naughty brony. Some pony hide apple bloom. Quick. Next time, Brandon, stick to mirrors and not fools, please.
I didn't do it.
Sauce.
I didn't do it, guys. I didn't do it. I swear.
Documents were in place. Buford, you
I'm
listen?
really upset.
Now
I know
get
the
this.
other video
That's when the subcommittee
didn't have-
had to
didn't have
reallocate the funds, and then
mics included, but I swear I didn't do it. I didn't do it, guys.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. F-U-C-K exclamation point. I don't give a fuck.
What's up, people? It's time for another content Clop, and this time it's another serious one about another person who is creepy and potentially dangerous. This one hurts to make specifically because I have been in contact with this person and been talking with them on and off for like months now. I've seen a lot of their work too and kept up with it a fair amount. Been somewhat of a fan, and I was even in the process of potentially working with him in some of his videos. This person is Brandon the Brony Pony, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard of him, or at least some of you. I even know that some of you who are my fans that I see in my comment section a lot are in Brandon's comment section at some points. I implore those of you who are fans of Brandon to heed my words and the words of others and really take a look and reevaluate how you see Brandon. This is actually my second take. I made a first little kind of iffy take. I was more cautious and it was more conjecture at that point because I hadn't seen all of the evidence and the full story. After talking with people and reviewing the evidence myself, I wholeheartedly feel that Brandon the Brony Pony is creepy, he's potentially dangerous, and I do not trust him around minors at all. And that's why I'm making this video, to spread awareness of this, just like I did with Silvaro, and hopefully have a similar effect, because Silvaro, I haven't heard from him in God knows how long. In recent days, some big shit just came out, but I'm just gonna start from the beginning of my personal experience with Brandon. I ran into Brandon on YouTube maybe like in 2020. I've been kind of keeping up with his videos ever since then, and for the most part he didn't seem that bad. Obviously some of his stuff was weird, didn't seem that bad, and I'm not trying to kink shame or anything, but some of the shit he's into can be pretty weird. Take a look at his DeviantArt and some of the posts he makes. He is way too obsessed with Starlight and other characters and putting himself in situations with them, like editing images, videos. And this video I'm making right now, it isn't going to be some brand new unseen evidence or revelation. All of that brilliant work was done by other channels that I'm going to be drawing sources from. I just figured I'd translate that information into my channel as well. In 2021, it came to light that Brandon had a few sussy screenshots of his views from a few years ago. These screenshots are from Webcake, who I'm sure many of you have probably heard of. And this is from what I assumed to be when he tried to commission her at some point. I'm just gonna put up some screenshots now. This is what Brandon had to say. Not actually, Webcake says you refuse to date black women. He says, 2 wrongs don't make a right. And then he goes on to say, the main reason I don't want to date a black woman is because people are trying to eradicate the white race by making kids that are mixed. I want to create a white kid so that there'll be some of the white race left. And then when he's called out on his bullshit racism, he's like, nope, it's the truth. My cousin said it. Because you mostly see mixed people everywhere. Because white girls are constantly getting with black girls. It pisses me off and then something about Donald Trump. So obviously, this is total abhorrent shit, and he's a horrible person for doing this. In response to these images coming to light, first off, he just denies it, and when that's obviously not gonna work, he tries to rebrand. He makes some half-ass apology saying, "I've changed. That's not the person I was now."
I will admit, what I said in those screenshots was quite kind of racist. I regret saying those things. I've changed, and those are no longer my beliefs. I regret saying those things. I've changed, and those never were my beliefs. I was just copying someone else.
I was influenced by a horrible person that gave me these thoughts. I'm not like that anymore. This was only like a few years ago. You're acting like you were 12 years old when you had these thoughts, and now you're 35. This is literally just from like a few years ago, dude. I don't... And also the excuse that you were influenced by someone else. Like, I don't... Okay, I'll get into this a little bit later, but I know he has mental disabilities like autism and Asperger's, but that is in no way an excuse for this sort of shit. I hate when people use that excuse, and Brandon's cousin and his few supporters use that excuse as well in their fucking videos. They say, "You're taking advantage of Brandon and portraying him in this light because he has no control over the shit he does sometimes." And that is just complete bullshit. I hate when people do that, because that's disingenuous to other people with conditions like autism or Asperger's. You don't see them spouting racist shit, interacting with minors in a way, and just being complete dumbasses online. You don't see that shit just because they have Asperger's or autism. My mother is a psychologist who works with people with mental disabilities like Asperger's and autism. So I've been in contact with people that have that sort of thing my entire life. And I've talked with many of them and been with many of them. And none of them give me the energy Brandon gives me. None of them. They're all great people who don't go on spouting this bullshit because of their condition. That is just some horrible excuse that Brandon and his supporters like to use, and it pisses me off. I hate when people do that. And also from this screenshot, he says that my cousin said it. And now, this is just pure conjecture on my end, because his cousin is going to come into play later. And I don't know if this is the same cousin, the racist one that influenced him, but his cousin will be talked about later on. I don't know if it's the same one, so just take that for what you will, because there is a possible connection there. But yeah, this is his racist rant that was revealed. And after he changed his channel name, rebranded, he changed his he changed his name to the Brony Pony Brothers on YouTube, and basically just tried to have a clean slate and act like it never happened. And eventually he just changed it back to Brandon the Brony Pony, so nice distraction, I guess. But yeah, that was the whole racism shit. He got a lot of backlash for that on Twitter. But I'm just gonna move on for now about the revelations that have come out in the past few days about his interactions with a minor. The YouTube channel Ryan on Wi-Fi recently came out with a video that was exposing all of this, and you should definitely check that out. You should check that out, and also check out the video from the YouTuber Crispy, who I've worked with on making this content, Clop, and he's a legend. He's amazing. He helped me out a lot. So check out both of those videos. That's Crispy with a CH, so CHRISPY. And the name of his video is To Catch a Philly Fiddler. To Catch a Philly Fiddler. Brandon the Brony Pony, which is a pretty good name, I'm not gonna lie. The Ryan on Wi-Fi guy I was talking about, he has been making videos trying to expose Brandon before. Like the one on his racist shit. He made a video on that. And recently, a fan who had interacted with Brandon came out to Ryan on Wi-Fi and kind of gave him access to the Deviant account and gave him his story on how he interacted with Brandon. Just going to take a look at these DMs now. It starts off with the minor, who was 15 at this point, saying, "Hi Brandon, I see you want voice actors for your MLP series. I want to join. Whose voices can you do? Fluttershy and Starlight. Really, I need Starlight. Add me on Discord." And he gives his Discord name, and one of the points that his supporters say is that wasn't his Discord tag. There's no way. But after some research, it's been revealed that yes, it can be assumed that it was. Then he asks, "How old are you?" To which they literally tell him, 15, installing Discord now. And then the message after that, he says, "Are you okay with NSFW? Don't worry, it's only voice acting." Which is definitely weird. And he says, "You will not be paid for the voice acting. You'll earn new friends from it." Friends is great, dude. You want me to do NSFW? And he says, "I have a script ready for your audition as Starlight. Starlight is the most beautiful pony in all of Equestria. I wish I could marry her. Feel free to call me a dork whenever you want," which is one of his kinks and something he puts in his videos a lot. And just for the record, I've talked with Brandon a lot and seen a lot of his work. The way these DMs are sounds just like Brandon to a T. Like, the way this Brandon the Brony Pony is talking is definitely Brandon. I can tell by the sort of shit he's saying and the way he talks. He then goes on to ask, "Is this for YouTube? Sounds kind of sexual. This is your audition. Best Starlight impression gets to be my full-time Starlight. 15 AI is unreliable. We have everyone except Starlight. The quicker you get on Discord, the quicker we can get this series rolling. Added you on Discord, and why'd you leave the call? He wants to hear your impression," so I'm assuming he gave his impression. And then he says, "The sexual stuff made me uncomfortable." So Brandon got him in his Discord call for an audition and started to make him say some sexual stuff to him, which is fucked. He says, "We don't need editors. We need voice actors. I guess your mic kind of sucked. So maybe you can help write the scripts?" He's like, "Sounds good." Then he comes back. That Starlight impression must have really got his Brandon the Boner going really damn hard. "Your Starlight impression was beautiful. It was like I was talking to her in real life. Is there any way I can change your mind?" And he says that his microphone quality was bad, which I feel you, dude. And Brandon says, "Come back to Discord. I have a spare blue snowball mic that I can send you in the mail. I would need your address." This has been confirmed to have been received by this minor, as you can see. And it's also been double confirmed based off of some other shit that came out, as you can see.
I sent someone a blue snowball mic? No, I sent nobody a blue snowball mic. I didn't even have the money for that. My friend Zach sent me one out of the kindness of his heart.
Which lines up with precisely what the chat log says. You say in the chat log, you have a spare ready to send.
He goes on, but yeah, he got the Blue Yeti mic, and that is confirmed. Brandon likes to say he didn't have enough money to send a spare mic, but it was a gift from First Zack Attack, so he didn't even need any money. And here's where one of the big controversies is about the picture you sent me on Discord. Why shirtless? And is that a sex toy in your arms? From what the minor is saying, Brandon sent him a shirtless picture of him holding a dildo. He says, "I'm shirtless because it's an intimate moment between me and Starlight. The toy is where I want you to edit Starlight onto the image." Dude, I'm not going to make it look like she's using it. All I can do is copy and paste a vector over it. And maybe crop some parts out. So, yeah, and here is the... Oh, my computer fucked. This is the picture in question. It is him shirtless in bed, and this is the one where Starlight's edited in. Now, we also have the image of him without the Starlight edited in, and there is no dildo in his hand, which he is claiming as proof that these are fake DMs, because that's his claim, that these DMs are fake, which there is strong evidence against that, but I'll get into that later. He then says, "I want to kiss her so badly. Can you edit Sunset on there too? I want her smelling my toes. Make sure it is Equestria Girls version. Can you also cover my nipple using Twilight Sparkles cutie mark?" I don't know what the fuck that's all about, but whatever. No offense, dude, but I'm a little creeped out by this. Me too. Then he just ignores it and just goes saying, "Do you like me?" Just remember, Brandon fully knows this is a 15-year-old he's talking to. Goes on to say, "Brandon, I've been friends with you for a few months now. And you keep asking me to do sexual stuff. When can I be in your series? Are you using me? I think you are taking advantage of my autism. You never told me you have autism. Does this mean we can't meet at BabsCon? He was trying to meet up with this minor at BabsCon. I care about you a lot. I sent you my mic. What else do you want? I want to be treated for who I am. You seem to think I am Starlight. I am an autistic Brony who wants to make friends. And then apparently Brandon thought this was a girl because he says, "You're a Brony? Please say this is a joke. This can't be happening right now." And this is exactly how Brandon talks. These are his mannerisms. It's like, no one can ever know about this. And through the pure fear of being outed as potentially gay, he threatens to dox the minor if they ever talk about it, and starts insulting them. Like, this really pissed him off, even the mere thought that he might be homosexual. Like, I've seen it in his response videos too. Like, he is so adamant that he's not gay, and he repeats it so often.
I'm not fucking gay. I know I'm not gay. That proves it even more. I'm straight. Why would I want a dildo when I'm straight? I'm attracted to women. I know I don't. I'm not gay. I'm not interested in guys. I'm interested in girls only. Why would I want a dick toy? Essentially, Ryan on Wi-Fi is accusing me of being homosexual. I'm not gay, and I'm only attracted to girls. So, yeah, like, dicks gross me out. Dicks literally gross me out. Sorry.
Why don't you stop saying things like this? You're digging yourself into a hole. You're going way too far. Don't you know that?
Sorry.
You're using very explicit language that can be offensive to people.
Once was enough, dude. The more you say that you're not gay, the less I believe you. But yeah, that was just a general overview of the DMs. And Brandon and his friends say these DMs were faked, but the only evidence they have against this is that there's a blank profile picture, which not everyone needs a profile picture on their DeviantArt account. And they say that the photo with the dildo was never shown, so that proves it was fake. Even though Brandon has supplied the original blank slate photo, and like with no Starlight, and there isn't a dildo there, but there is some suspicious editing work going on on his little hand where he's supposed to be holding the dildo. And so this would obviously mean his cousin is lying. And I don't know if this is the same cousin that was feeding him racist shit. I'm just saying it's a possibility. I don't know for sure. His cousin says that he took the picture and that there was no toy there. And so I think there's also a possibility that Brandon added in the dildo later on after the cousin took the picture, and that's why the cousin doesn't remember having the toy in it. Or yeah, maybe the dildo was edited in later, or that the cousin's trying to save his fucking cousin's ass. Because usually in cases like this, because Brandon has almost no supporters, it's literally just his cousin, a friend or two, and some Discord admin that he's with. And if you watch his hour-and-a-half video response, for some reason this Discord admin keeps flexing on you.
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna open this, and basically if you guys want to know what I do all day, I staff all these servers. I even staff my own server. Even this server is supposed to keep logs. I keep logs of every single thing. There's something called Google Drive for a reason.
I've been managing all of these servers myself. I keep logs. There's no way that could have happened. And he just spouts random bullshit trying to flex on you with no evidence that helps support Brandon. He's literally just flexing. Like, okay, cool, bro. You're a Discord mod. That's awesome. Congratulations. Also, he's 16, by the way. So, yeah, usually in cases like this where someone's getting accused of, like, murder or something like that, their close family members are the ones that are saying, I know him personally. There's no way he could have done that. And then lo and behold, later on, it's revealed that, yes, he did do it. I know that's comparing apples and oranges. Like, obviously, Brandon didn't murder someone. But I'm just saying it's a comparison worth making because the only people that are supporting him right now are his cousin and close friends, and this Discord mod that just met him the other day, which I don't fucking know what his deal is. Now, in response to these allegations coming out, Brandon himself made 2 response videos and then deleted them, which is definitely suspicious behavior. These response videos that I'll show are called Dispelling the Pedophile Rumors. That one's gone. Proving these screenshots are forged. That one's gone. And I didn't do it, Warning Tears, which is like a 4-minute video of just him crying. I know everyone cries differently, but these tears are so... they are just so fake to me. Come to your own conclusion, but I really don't buy those tears. Yeah. In those 2 response videos, one of the biggest pieces of evidence that I saw was that in those deleted response videos, Brandon legit says that account in those screenshots is not my account, as he says here.
Yeah, that's not me, okay? This is a fake account.
Which is bullshit. If you search on DeviantArt right now, Brandon the Brony Pony, the only results that come up are the account linked with his YouTube channel, a Starlight Glimmer roleplay account I mentioned just previously, along with another account in the same vein but this time as Sunset Shimmer. Also, this fucking video of Ryan on Wi-Fi scrolling through the messages and then clicking directly on your profile. This is you, Brandon. This is you. You did this, you disingenuous, dense motherfucker.
In response, Brandon has been quite active on Twitter and Discord, copyright striking, like the Ryan on Wi-Fi guy. As you can see here, he used my likeness and stole my content to use it in a bad light. So I'd like you to please consider accepting my copyright claim. He's tweeting YouTube about this, cyberbullying, and he's probably gonna do it for this one too. Him and his little friends, his little posse, are gonna say this is cyberbullying and that people like me are just sheep, and how dare we make videos like this as some vigilante. We're just childish people. So that's their opinion. So he's probably gonna copyright strike this video, fucking say it's baseless lies. I have literally known and talked with Brandon for over a year now, and I've been keeping up with him since 2020. So I have my personal experience. I'm not just some idiot that's going off of this YouTube video said he's pedophile. I guess I'm against him. No. There's hard evidence against him. No evidence proving his innocence. Lots of suspicious shit he's been doing. And just my personal vibe of Brandon's weird and he's creepy. And let's just say this whole thing is staged. Let's say those messages were fake. And he's all clear, never talked with a minor like that. I still don't trust Brandon around minors, just from the shit that he does. I don't trust him. I cannot honestly say that I would like any sort of minor to be talking with him. If you just see some of the shit that's on his channel, on his DeviantArt, and I know I'm trying not to kink shame, okay? But it's just too suspicious. Brandon is too creepy a person. He's still gonna deny it, and he's still gonna say that those messages were fake. But on my word, through my personal experience, my word as a man, and talking with the people that these screenshots came to light with, I really believe that they are real. There's just too much evidence showing that they're real. Here's the same exact screenshots from another video that Ryan on Wi-Fi made, where he's scrolling through the same messages on a different platform. Like, it's the same exact messages, see? I just highly advise anyone and everyone to stay away from Brandon the Brony Pony. And if you are a fan of his, because some of his fans are like just hardcore against any form of tarnishing Brandon's name, so I don't think they're ever going to change. And I know this sort of accusation is big. I know you can't go around saying people have pedo tendencies willy-nilly. Like, I know this is a big thing to be saying, which is exactly why I wouldn't be saying it and wouldn't be throwing myself into this drama if I really didn't think that he was creepy and weird. Now, Brandon has, as you can see, not really been having a good time. He's been sending death threats, do it and you're dead, and saying he will pop a cap in people, which is weird, and also saying that he's going to get a private detective to track down whatever address you have. Use contact tracing, and saying that what we're doing is against the law. That's not going to happen. He's even getting one of his family members up in here trying to help him. And she's been saying that they're going to sue people like me. So, you going to sue me, bitch? Really? Just admit that your fucking whoever cousin is weird and a creep, and you really shouldn't trust him around minors. But yeah, this situation is still unfolding, still developing. I might record more separate shit after this, but this is just my take as of now. Thank you all for watching. Just take my word for it. Brandon the Brony Pony is creepy. Also, just the racist shit going on in his past, which I don't buy that. Oh, it's okay, he changed. Like, I don't buy that shit. Just look, the video from Crispy shows this well.
Hi friend, I'm Crispy Hansen.
Just look at everyone on Twitter just coming out with all sorts of shit, saying, like, all the shit Brandon's done, their personal interactions with him. Just look at all of this. There's clearly something going on. Brandon is not to be trusted, and I hope you see the side of him that me and a lot of other people have been seeing. Thank you all for watching.